Okay. Welcome everyone to the 2023 MSR Research Colloquium. The theme today is, or today and tomorrow, it will be a two-day event, 36-hour event, with a lot of time for sessions for Asia also, Asian time zones. So it is beginning 9 a.m. Eastern in the US and ending 9 p.m. Eastern in the US. So there'll be sessions. I'll take you through the whole detail, and we'll have a chance to hear from everybody who you are and what your interests are before we get to the keynote speaker, who's wonderful keynote speaker who will speak at the top of the hour, another 45-50 minutes. So let me just take you, but before we do anything, let's just do a 5 minutes of meditation, okay? Any technique, whatever it is, they're coming from all around the world. Let's be together, let's settle down. Don't mind the time, I'll let you know.
You are muted. You are muted.
Yes, so thank you. So welcome everyone for joining. We have about 55 attendees, and we'll have an exciting program. We have 225 registrations, so hopefully we'll see even more people. And let me just start with the opening screen again. So this is the opening screen of what we are doing. It is Academy of Management, MSR. Those I had invited folks from other divisions of Academy, and there might be some other people who are outside the Academy management or other professionals who might join. So everybody is welcome. This is a research colloquium where we discuss the latest research at the intersection of management, spirituality, and religion. And this year, the theme is the interplay of AI and global consciousness. So add AI to MSR. It'll be a 36-hour session, and we'll have lots of fun things. We just did the meditation. Okay, opening session. I'll give some opening remarks, and then we'll have an introduction by attendees. This is some little detail about me, and it's all in the program document. I'll also share the program document. And at the top of the hour, we'll have keynote speech by Dr. Subhash Kak. His question would be, he'll address, will artificial intelligence lead to a conscious manager? And Dr. Kak is a Vedic scholar and also a consciousness researcher, and also a computer science professor. And he's also the science advisor to Prime Minister of India, been honored by many awards in India. Wonderful speaker. So I think you'll enjoy hearing him. And let's see. So here is the overall structure for the program, just in 6 bullets. Theme, I just said, artificial intelligence and global consciousness, instead of calling it MSR. Just think of MSR in the age of artificial intelligence. The event is fully virtual by Zoom, free. Please feel free to invite others. The dates are, as I said, today and tomorrow, and the night in between, 36 hours, running from 9 a.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Structure is that every session will be 90 minutes long with 30-minute break. So they will begin at sort of at every alternate hour and then 90-minute session or less. We definitely want to have 30-minute breaks minimum. There are about 16 sessions. I will just show the structure, but there'll be 4 keynote speakers, 2 today, 2 tomorrow. And there'll be 8 panel discussions on key themes. Again, I'll share all of that stuff. And 4 sets of research papers from AOM submissions and others. So that'll be what it is, and a tutorial that includes a 4. So that's a 16 or 2 or 25 registrations. Now, here is the program at a glance. Just take a moment to digest it. I'll just explain the color coding, all the stuff there is, what we were trying to do. So what you see is that it begins at 9 a.m. Eastern, 11, 13, 15, 17, like that. And then again, so we have a little break here just to break, take a break kind of thing. Then we have sessions beginning in the night for US, but it's the morning in Asia. And there'll be panels like that, and papers, and the papers go on like that. And then again, this morning, so we'll have some dissertation and other things. And then keynote, and then some panel discussion. So this is the overall structure. You see that 6 here, 4 here, 6 here. So a total of 16 sessions, each, let's say, about 90 minutes. So what we'll have right now is this keynote 1 at about 10 o'clock Eastern, Dr. Subhash Kak on AI and Conscious Management. But then we also have another speaker who is not an academic, and I'll explain what he does in a moment. He will talk about generative AI and business strategy. He has his own strategy firm. He did his MBA from Harvard Business School, and he worked for Boston Consulting Group for a long time. Now his own strategy firm, a very senior person, and he has agreed to give his beautiful talk on generative AI, how it's evolved and how it impacts business strategy. Then we will shift to this yellow. What you see, yellow ones are very much sort of AI is in the title itself. So but you will have about in 3-4 hours. First panel looking at AI and management education. And this panel, I'll be there. Jody Fry will be there, and also Joanna from Portugal. So a couple of people from Europe, a couple of people from US. We'll see how sort of interplay happens. It'll be fun. Then we have panel 2, Joan Marquis, who's the sort of chair, scholarly program chair for MSR this year. She will be leading a panel with 5 other people. I know Catherine would be there, Arnita would be there, and others would be there. This will be on diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging for management, and how AI can impact that. That will be fun. And then again, 2 hours later, Kevin Frick of Johns Hopkins University, and he will be leading a panel on artificial intelligence and creativity. So on the panel, I will be there, and a couple other people will be there from outside MSR. So it'll be fun to see. He will do a more Q&A kind of thing, so have everybody's perspective on what it means to AI and creativity. And then around 7 p.m. Eastern, I will run a little tutorial on artificial intelligence. There will be basically 2 tools, ChatGPT. Many people are using ChatGPT, but many people are not using ChatGPT. So this will be a fun time to just come in and spend a few minutes and to understand what ChatGPT works. But the second tool is even more fun from a creativity perspective. This is how I created the logo on the top left, right, using something on Midjourney. I'll show you how you can create, given whatever prompt you give, it'll give you a certain set of graphics, and you can choose. And then we'll have a little break, and then we have a panel, so there's another AI. So all this dark, sort of bright yellow ones are with AI. So Ben Tihanki would run with the panel on AI and humanistic management. He has 2 other presenters. I think they're both maybe MSR or not MSR people. So he will ask a question essentially of whether they have a lead to humanistic, or it will sort of continue the trend of other way around, more other ways of work culture. Then what you see here, the orange color is session, which will be not necessarily on AI. So I asked Ashish Pandey to pick a panel and work on what's happening in India, ancient Indian wisdom and management education. So he has a panel about 4 people, Indic scholars, and so wonderful session. It'll be looking at what's going on in India. Payal Kumar, she will be part of the panel, who is communications RAL or MSR. And after these 5 panels, then we'll have 3 sessions almost consecutively on scholarly papers. So there are a couple of papers in papers 1. Then all these sessions in the middle row you will see would be hosted by Anita Mandirata, our wonderful treasurer of MSR. She's based in India, so it will be sort of morning time for her. So I think it's convenient. I can probably catch a nap here and there. Then second session, scholarly presentations. There'll be 3 papers. I think I saw Lawrence here, and there'll be a couple other people who will be presenting their papers. And we found a wonderful discussant, Dr. Radha Sharma. She's here attending right now. She's agreed to do that. And then next slot, we have a third set of papers, which are actually more dissertation proposals. These are the promising dissertation proposals. Congratulations to all 3 of them. And Dr. Anita Burton, she will be the discussant. She was part of the team that helped select those papers along with others. So that'll be great. Then we switch to a third keynote, and which will be Prasad Kaipa, who's a fellow at the Apple University and a very wonderful presenter, and very deep into Yoga Sutras and also on technology. So he will give a note on that. And then panel 6 is actually, I'll be the chair, but with Nick Burton and Sunny Jong, we will be talking about eclectic religions and management. So he'll talk about Amish. I'll talk about actually the whole history of religions, but also talk mostly about a bit about Sufi religion, which is also a mystic religion, and how they could impact management. These are not necessarily talking about AI, the orange ones. Then we will have this panel 7, Tom Cullum, who's our PDW chair this year. And he will have a panel on spirituality and management. So Julia, who's our incoming MSR chair, she's part of the panel. Chris Laszlo, who is currently the past chair, he will be part of the panel. And who else am I missing? A couple other people. So anyway, you will see all the details there. So that'll be a wonderful panel there on how does AI impact spirituality and vice versa. Our final panel will be with Jody Fry and on AI and sustainability. So Larry Clay, who's a recent PhD from Case Western, I think, and also Dr. Dennis Heaton from Maharishi International University. They will be part of the panel, and they will discuss some key questions about how AI can impact sustainability, various aspects. And the final session will be keynote from session 4, Anirban Bandyopadhyay. He's a quantum researcher. Almost, I consider him a Nobel level person because many Nobel Prize people sort of just completely revere him. He's designed an artificial brain, nano brain. And so he'll look at what he's the world's expert on quantum tunneling, right? Things can go from here to there instantly without any perceived mechanism. That's the essence of quantum entanglement. And he will speak about what it means for management and how we perceive the world. So this is in just a brief summary what this session is. And these are I just described. So sessions for today. Also here is the, I was give DEI session, Joan Pyle, Tian Yuan. She's on here. So wonderful, Tian Yuan, to have you. Anita, Catherine Gooseby Smith. So you will all be here on this panel in a few hours. Then the AI creativity, I think, yeah, Ira Greenberg, she's from SMU, I think, and Danielle Kenk, she's an independent artist, etc., who will be doing that. So these are the sessions I wanted to just share. That I will make more particular session charts for everyone, every session. Anyway, I just wanted to just give you this brief overview, and then essentially I wanted to have brief attendee introductions so we know who you are and what your interests are. I'll actually even have a poll as to what your interest is. Maybe should I conduct the poll first and then have you? But since I've said it here, maybe I'll just stop and just read this. Please share your name, affiliation, where you're located, what are your interests, and why you're here, and one fun fact about yourself. So too many things maybe. Name and affiliation, who you are, where you're coming from, and location. Then why you're here, what you're interested in, and a fun fact. So there's essentially 3 things about you, your interest, and fun fact about yourself. So I'll stop here and just pause here, just see who wants to share What brought you here? That's what we are interested in. Please keep it brief, maybe 30 seconds, 45 seconds, so we get a chance to hear from more and more people. And then at the end of your presentation, please call out some other person. So that way we keep the chain going. Okay, let me call.
I was going to say, I'll start.
Yes, Connie Young. Wonderful.
Corinne. Yeah, it's
Corinne.
Corinne.
Sorry, Corinne. Yeah, Corinne. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Thank you for this symposium. It's very exciting. So my name is Corinne Young. I've been affiliated with many universities, but I'm affiliated with myself now. I've left the university system to pursue consulting and coaching. And my interests, I am in Bay St. Louis, Mississippi, which is right by New Orleans, Louisiana. And my interests are the sustainable mindset and spiritual intelligence and the AI. I'm a novice in AI, so I'm looking forward actually to this evening's tutorial. And why I'm here is to learn more, but also the fun fact about me is one time I got into the elevator in a hotel in New Orleans, and standing there was Elizabeth Taylor. So. Jerry.
Thank you, Corinne. Yeah. And you please thank the previous person as Jerry, so that the chain continues. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Corinne. Can you all hear me? Okay, I'm on my headset, which doesn't always. So I'm Jerry Bieberman. I'm currently living in Las Vegas and been involved in MSR since the beginning. Won't be at the conference this year, but I'll be thinking of everybody. I'm here partly because it's free. Anyway, and also it's an interesting topic. I've been looking at ChatGPT for a while. It's very interesting. It can do all kinds of neat stuff. I hadn't heard of the other thing. So what was the other thing called? Whatever it is. So I'd be curious about that. I guess I'll be in and out. I won't be here for every session, but I'll try to make some of them. And interesting thing about me. So I've been retired from teaching from University of Grand since 2014. And currently I'm trying to do these YouTube videos called Dr. B Senior Sage, which usually has about 20 people watching each one. So if all of you watch, I'll get it up to 50. And somebody from LinkedIn offered to get me a bunch of subscribers, and I did that, but that was a big mistake because now I have 1,000 subscribers from somewhere, but nobody watches it. And apparently I can't get rid of those subscribers. So anyway, that's a little bit about me, and I will toss it over to Chien Wan.
Thank you, Jerry. Hello, everyone. My name is Tian Yuan. People call me Tian. I'm an associate professor at Mount St. Vincent University in Halifax, Canada. My research interests lie in spiritual research methodologies and feminist leadership informed by Zen Buddhism. Why I'm attending this? Because I'm a FETSA scholar this year, and we are required to attend the colloquium. Also because I'm invited to be a panelist in this colloquium, and I'm also very curious to learn more about AI. A fun fact about me is I'm a Zen Buddhist practitioner, which is relatively rare in the West, in the Western academia. So that's about me. Next, I would invite Konstantin. His Chinese name is Kang Ting, please.
Hi. Yeah, I'm in Taiwan in the middle of a typhoon. It's evening here, so I'll be also in and out. The fun thing about me, I'm a Christian living in a crazy religious country. I work at a Buddhist university, and my interests are organization development and sustainability. I'm the executive secretary of our sustainability center, so I'm interested in that session in particular, sustainability and AI. which Jody Fry is leading, I suppose. And I won't be able to come to Boston this year, so I'm very thankful for online sessions like this. And I look forward to it. I'm also an associate editor or assistant editor of the JMSR book series, and I'm still looking for a good topic. So if any one of you wants to write something, has a good idea, you can get in touch with me. Good, and I've been chatting with Anita today, so I will call Anita next.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I am Anita Mendiretta. I am MSR Treasurer. I'm also a faculty associate professor at University of Delhi. And my research interests are environmental, social, and governance issues, looking at its impact on society and all. I love music, spiritual music I love the most. The fun fact about me, it can be like I love reading, it can be boring, but I actually love it. Whatever comes in my way, I just want to read it. So yeah, that's about me. So I would like to call Sadhana. She's there. I've seen her. Is she here? Okay. Namita.
Did you call me, Anita?
Yeah. Yeah, I've
Oh.
called Namita.
Okay, good. I didn't think
Yeah.
so. I'll wait.
No, why don't you go, Anita, now that you're
Yeah.
volunteering?
Yeah,
Oh.
please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do so. I'm Ornita Burton. I am a professor at Abilene Christian University in Abilene, Texas. That's West Texas. I've been associated with MSR for a number of years as a past chair and now part of the Flame Keepers. And I am just delighted to be here. I see so many familiar faces, and it's been a blessing and just a wonderful time of sharing. I'm here because I think this is important. Anil invited me, but it is definitely an important topic, and I appreciate the opportunity to be here. An exciting fact about me is I have grandkids. I never thought I would have grandkids, and they're all small little people and enjoyable and the love of my life. Thank you. I wanted to choose Laura Lynn.
So nice to finally meet you, Dr. Burton.
Nice to meet you.
My name is Laura Lynn Jansen, and I am a PhD candidate. I will be one of the people presenting tomorrow morning at this time. And my research, I'm a Fetzer scholar as well. And my research is in the process of humanization. And for those of you who are kind of like going, what is that? It's the opposite of dehumanization. Unfortunately, we all know dehumanization. So what I'm curious about is how is it that we humanize each other versus how do we dehumanize each other? So if you're interested in that, come at this same time tomorrow. I will be talking. Fun fact about me is in the 80s, I used to be a high fashion model in LA. I'm gonna call on Stacy.
Oh, Laura Lynn, I didn't know that about you. That's a great fun fact. So great to be with everyone this morning. Hi there. I'm loosely affiliated with George Mason University, where I'm adjunct for the organization development program. And I also am a leadership coach, consultant, and do lots of other things as well, including I'm a meditation teacher. I love coming to colloquium. I feel like it's stimulating and it inspires. So it's gives me some good juice for the year ahead. And I'm also scouting potential papers for the special issue of JMSR that is on technologies that enable global consciousness. So if this topic of the colloquium is interesting to you, you may want to consider submitting a paper. As soon as I finish talking, I'll put in a link in the chat so you can see how you can get to that. But we would love some really cool, interesting papers. And we're looking for October 31st, a Halloween here in the US submission. Great to be with all you, like I said. And I'm going to kick it over to my buddy and fellow Antiochian, Renee Bradford.
I know that was coming. Good day, everyone. I'm Renee Bradford. I'm grounded in Charlotte, North Carolina. And yes, I am a PhD candidate at Antioch University. My research is aligned to leadership and change with a special focus on racial reconciliation and healing in digital spaces. I currently hold a role full-time in leadership at a Baptist church in North Carolina as the Director of Member Services. But then I also hold space in Clubhouse as a digital pastor. And I'm happy to be here because I miss you all, and the conversations that we have in the colloquium are, I started last year as the Fetzer Scholar, but have journeyed now to be to hold a role. I think the new role is a technology lead, and I can't say exactly what that is, but in the executive team. And so I'm excited about that. And these conversations that we're having around AI are just yummy. So I'm happy to be here and so happy to see each of you, and hope to make some new friends this year as I'll be in Boston. Thanks, Stacy, for passing it over to me as well. And I don't know who has gone before, but I would have to say that Corrine is piquing my interest. I love your picture, and I'm wondering if Corrine has gone yet.
I've gone. No, I've gone, Renee. So we'll just meet.
C-A-R-I-N-E.
Let's go to Amelia.
Oh, sorry.
What about C-A-R-I-N-E? With the nice horizon.
Why don't we go to Amelia?
Amelia.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm Amelia Naim from Jakarta, Indonesia. Really nice to meet all of you. I can see Ornida there, Tianyuan, Katerina. Oh my God, I don't want to say all the names. I've been joining MSR since 2014, Philadelphia, and I've been enjoying so many different programs brought by MSR. Thank you very much. So I'm here because yes, AI is really coming, and it's like I have to face it every day in school. Like all the students are using it, so I have to outsmart them. Sometimes in the classroom, I ask them, okay, you use ChatGPT, but you are the teacher, and you have to comment for each of the essay written by ChatGPT. So I had to come up with something from. I hope I will get more insight on how to really, approach this new AI era. So something a fun fact about me. I was visiting Mentawai, this very remote area that people are still only wearing tattoo. They don't have clothing. They tattoo them the whole body. And on the 28th, I will be leaving for Boston. So I'll be flying to New York. So I was like thinking, okay, I went from one extreme to another. So I think that's the fun thing, because I like it, all this extreme situation. Thank you very much. I think the next one would be Ekaterina.
Thank you very much, Mela. I'm really happy to be here also because that's one of my favorite divisions in the academy. And I'm really happy to be seeing all of you, at least virtually, because the fun fact about me, I was not able to get a visa to come to Boston this year. So at least I can join you physically from Vienna. I'm affiliated with the Higher School of Economics, Graduate School of Business. My research interests are traditional CSR and also sustainability mindset, art, and responsible management education. So if any of you are interested in a new project that we're planning to do on art management, sustainability mindset, do let me know. We're thinking about that in the LIP community that Isabel Ruminassi is doing. So that's the new thing from us. And I would like to hand over to Larry.
Thank you. So I'm super excited to be here. This is a new group and a new topic for me. I am and I'm really excited about it. I am a professor at Golden Gate University. I teach leadership and innovation, and AI has really piqued my interest, in particular this year with generative AI, and I'm doing research on the use of AI for good in pedagogy, in teaching, so that we don't just focus on how to catch or stop students, but how to use it in the service of effective education and pedagogy. And on the side, I am a professional musician, so I'm also intrigued by how AI is impacting the world of creativity. And I'm working on a paper on the future of creativity and exploring that topic of what does it mean for the nature of expression and creativity. And so those are some of the reasons I'm particularly interested in the sociological impacts of how we as humans respond to this new transformational technology that's amazing and threatening a little bit too. So those are some of my interests, and thank you for this. It's really a wonderful topic. I love spirituality and am fascinated by all the talks today. So, and I will pass the baton to, oh dear, I'm trying to think. I think I was looking at Renee. I think you've gone. Let's see, Dr. Radha Sharma, have you gone yet? I'd like to pass it to you.
Thank you. My name is Radha Sharma. I'm Professor and Dean Research at New Delhi Institute of Management, India. I have been a member of MSR for over a decade and have been engaged in a variety of its activities, symposium, PDW. I've been reviewer for JMSR and also for the conference as associate editor. And well, my passion is spirituality. I've been offering a course on spirituality at the PhD level, guided PhD work. My areas of interest are spirituality at the workplace, ancient wisdom, Indian ethos, and of late, I've been working in the field of sustainability and responsible management and humanistic management. AI is my, well, we use AI in our teaching on day-to-day basis. And with this COVID, this interest in AI has really accelerated. So we use AI in our teaching in a big way. And this was, my interest was basically in research in MSR, but yeah, AI is icing on the cake. And anyone who is interested in exploring this field further, in fact, I heard Ekaterina talking about sustainability and responsible management and sustainability mindset. These are some of the areas I also work in. In fact, we collaborate. Amelia is also part of that. Thank you. So I'll call Elfiteria. Have I
Yes, hi,
pronounced
you call me Ellen. Nice to see you, Sarda. Rather sorry after such a long time. So I've been, I was in academia, and now I've moved mainly in practice, where I am a mentor for women entrepreneurs. And also I'm a startup founder education in education. But I'm also doing research. My last project was 2 books I co-edited on the ethical challenges and considerations of COVID-19. So my research interests are, of course, spiritual leadership, female leadership, and sustainability leadership. The reason why I'm here today is because I'm very much interested in the topic. I don't know much, and I'm mostly interested actually in the ethical issues that come up with the use of AI and the future of humanity when we let ourselves be guided by the facility that AI creates. A fun fact about me is many times I wear 2 different socks. Thank you. I pass it to Ostra.
Thank you, Ella. My name is Zosha. I'm connecting from Vilnius, Lithuania. I am a practitioner, not affiliated to any organization by now. I'm interested in spiritual leadership, and I am now offering inner life development practices to individuals and organizations. I'm very much interested in the topic, as well as Ella. I don't know much, and I think this is a chance to learn more. A fun fact about me is that when we were doing meditation, just when we connected, I did some movement practice because I love connecting spirituality with movement. And I will pass to Terry.
Thank you, Osra. My name is Terry McNichol. I'm an artist and an Asian art historian, a former museum director and nonprofit administrator. I've also been an adjunct professor for the past 30 years. So my research actually emerged from my undergraduates' essays about their chosen art object in the museum. And what I identified, they were writing about their own self-transcendence. So that's my path to MSR. And I have found this community very open, welcoming, inclusive. So it's a pleasure to be here. And you already see my fun fact. I'm a professional outlier, but glad to be here. Oh, let me, Marja.
Thank you, Terry. What a wonderful background you have. What and lovely people, all you here. It's wonderful to be here. So my name is Marja Turunen, and I come from Helsinki, Finland, and I work at the University of Turku. Turku is the former capital of Finland, so now it's Helsinki, but it's our oldest city. So my background, I'm an authorized psychologist and became in the business. I went to the business and I figured out that there is a certain kind of process going on that we don't understand. And I called it consciousness and collective consciousness. And it was in the big strategic movements and everywhere. So I thought that, of course, there was not at the time very much to study about it. So I thought that I need to do my dissertation about it. So I'm a PhD in technology and now studying, so I study collective consciousness, a consciousness-based view of organizing, management, leadership, and strategy, and consciousness. And nowadays also biodiversity, so sustainability issues, and the new technologies like AI and blockchain, for instance, in virtual currencies. So all these are certain kind of opportunities to more decentralized world, but still there are quite a big challenges, of course, as well. So I share this kind of artist interests as well. my experience in studying all that related to consciousness during my dissertation journey, so meditations and any groups that were talking about consciousness, I tried to understand and do this practice in order to understand how a yoga and how the meditations and different kind of meditations, what kind of path they are, in order to understand. And what I figured out is that we miss that kind of consciousness in organizations, and that is why we have this kind of catastrophic future from the sustainability point of view, and how we our understanding of humans, because I think that we understand less than this of humanity. So it's much bigger issue, I think. But I'm still a learner. I'm here because I will present my paper tomorrow about rethinking sustainable strategies on collective consciousness. And it's on 7 EST. So tomorrow morning for you, it's afternoon for me. Yeah, the funny thing, I think it's difficult to find a funny thing. So maybe I love the nature. So in Finland, we have quite a pure nature. So picking the berries from the forest is right to everyone in Finland. So I love it, just being there with the nature. So that is fantastic. And I will invite Margaret Ledger. I don't know how I spell your name, but you seem to smile, so please go ahead.
Thank you so much, Maria. So my name's Margot, it's silent T, but I don't mind how it's pronounced. I'm a PhD candidate at Utrecht University in the Netherlands. But fun fact, I'm finishing the last few months of my PhD from my home in Cape Town, South Africa, where I'm from. So it's the middle of winter here and very cold. I do research looking at entrepreneurship in context of poverty. So I do a lot of work in the informal economy, looking at necessity entrepreneurs. And we starting a new project looking at the intersection between religion and entrepreneurship in some of these contexts. And I'm a FETA scholar for this year, so lovely to see some of my fellow FETA scholars from this year online as well. I think I'm going to call on Nishant to introduce himself next. Thank you all.
Yeah, Margaret, thank you. And we had been one of these sessions in the MSR previously we had this meditation session. So it is nice to see you all again. And my name is Nishant. I'm from India. I'm doing my PhD from Indian Institute of Management, Lucknow. And then, why I'm here, because when we talk about research, the word, in India, seeker comes to my mind, someone who wants to find something, to find the truth. And, for me, Indian yogis were the seekers that I look up to. But then I was initially told that, this is the field of meditation. You cannot do academic research into it. Somehow, that image was made into my mind. And I think so when I found MSR, it was such a relief for me. And I was very happy that there are people who are trying to work on such topics. And the second technical reason that why I'm here is because my background is in IT. I am a computer science engineer and master's in computer science. And then my PhD is in HR, human relations, and, kind of intertwined. So AI ethics is, kind of the Venn diagram spot area for me. So this is kind of a perfect session for me. And right now, as I've already told, I'm working in AI ethics and how we can manage disasters better. So we kind of program the drones because they will take decisions. So they take more value-based decisions. And then, I want to develop a happiness index for my country, because I don't think, the happiness index that is there can be simply pulled down to India. And I'm working on mindfulness as a variable, which actually plays, a role, a very important role in my research, like, in happiness as well while taking ethical decisions. So that is the 3 areas that are very close to my heart. And one of the funniest thing about me was that, I wanted to learn meditation. So I skipped one semester of my school and I had no funding. So I put up a small tea stall on a hill station. So I ran this tea stall for 3 months and then I used that money to learn meditation. Yeah, that is it. And who can I call next? So I can call Sameer. Sameer sir is there. So yeah, I would like to call Sameer next. Yeah.
Oh, we can't hear you, Samir. Something wrong with your. Something.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Good.
Okay. Thank you, guys. My name is Samer. I am in Canada. I am in Ottawa, Canada. I am affiliated with Athabasca University. I'm a DBA candidate there. Work-wise, I'm a mentor to startups in technology. Some of them are AI. But for my research, I'm looking at the intersection of ethics and responsible leadership in the cannabis industry, specifically how cannabis companies should or not market to kids or how they manage all of that. From a spiritual journey point of view, I've sampled the religion buffet and ended up at Shaiva Tantra somehow, and that's where I practice right now. Fun fact about me, I actually grew up very close to those rocks that Green had. Those rocks are in Beirut, Lebanon. They're called Raushi rocks, and I grew up a few minutes from there. So thank you. Oh, I need to call somebody. Sorry. Portia.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. Thank you, Samir. I am in Durham, North Carolina in the US. I am shifting or adding to, I should say, from consulting, adding to writing, adding writing to what I do in order to reach non-academics. My interest is, as someone else had spoken, management, leadership, and consciousness. I'm interested in turning the consciousness of leaders by using their spiritual intelligence as a tool for transformation. I'm here attending the colloquium to see how AI is going to be linked to consciousness. And a fun fact about me, I'm starting life all over again on a lot of different levels. Yeah, Renee, if you could put your email in there, I want to contact you and see how I can. I know it's 3 hours away from where I am, but I would love to connect with you and have conversations with you about what you are doing. There was someone that I saw.
Let's call Rob then. Rob Chicken, yeah.
Yeah, I was looking for a male because we've had a thread of female energy and I wanted to put some male energy in there. So if Rob is available to speak, I'll pass it.
Thank you. Yes, I'll try to get some male energy in there. I'm Rob. I'm in Sierra Madre, California. I was in business most of my life. Now I think of myself as an independent researcher. My primary interest is in finding ways that a person's own faith or spirituality can help them in their work. I've got a new book that's just been published called The Sacred Meaning of Everyday Work, which deals with that. And I'm always looking to connect with people who would like to talk about the subject. I don't know if any fun facts about me. I've recently become very interested in the spirituality of Ralph Waldo Emerson. I'm doing a deep dive on that at the moment. That's fun for me. I'm not sure it's a fun fact for anybody else, but that's me. And I will turn it over to let's see. I've kind of lost track on who's talking.
So Rob,
Molly, how about you?
Let me pick a couple of people and then we'll sort of have to wrap up because our keynote speaker is here. Who did you call?
Amali?
Yeah, Amali, and then we'll wrap up with Catherine, and then we will switch to our keynote speaker. Amali, please go ahead.
Hi, everyone. I would not greet because I know that you all are coming from all parts of the world. I come from Sri Lanka, but right now I'm in Malaysia. So my research area, I'm a PhD student, and my research area originally was to see how spiritual leadership can contribute in the corporate context. Because I'm a banker by profession, so I've been in the banking sector for the past 20 years, and I have seen how different leadership styles can really navigate and change the way the employees can perform, and as a result, how it impacts the organization's output in many ways. So though my original concept was that with the AI coming into the context of research big time, now together with my supervisors, I have thought that to see how spirituality can be looked at as a fact to remain current, and when leaders make decisions to make them more sustainable in an environment where AI is almost trying to dominate all the decisions, when leaders are trying to use systems which are enabled by AI, how a leader can drive their decisions towards sustainability using spirituality as a missing link. So that's the basic area that I'm trying to research on. And I was very fortunate to have a conversation with Professor Jody Fry a week back, because he is the main person in the spiritual leadership theory, which I consider as a great opportunity. And tomorrow, actually, I'll be doing a small talk at the Sunway University in this very same area. And I was lucky to contribute to a book chapter, a Palgrave book, the Handbook of Servant Leadership, which was done by Professor Diamond and Professor Gary Roberts. So that's about me basically. And a fun fact, yeah, I think like being in one industry for 20 years, I think that itself can be a fun fact, which may be something very strange to most of you. Thank you, and over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Catherine. If you want to go next, and then we'll close this part. Thank you all so far for sharing. Appreciate it.
Hello, it's wonderful to meet everyone. Sorry not to turn on my picture yet, but for me, it's very early here, having gotten on here before 6 a.m. in San Francisco, which is also the unceded lands of the Ohlone people. So that tells you something about what I'm interested in. I'm really interested in how our societies and history and the evolution of industrial and post-industrial society is affecting our consciousness. And you'll see that coming up in a special issue of the Humanistic Management Journal that I'm going to be putting out. The call's not out yet, but it's called Awakening to One Another and the Planet, Awareness Practices and Systems Change, looking at to what extent are our minds stuck in paradigms that are colored by the societies that we grow up in. At the Academy in Boston, I decided to come in person because I was so excited that MSR is now a division, and I'm on the leadership team of MSR, and I'll be co-leading a workshop that I invite everybody to on dialogue, inclusion, belonging, and mindfulness, and how mindfulness practice or any awareness practices can really help us talk honestly and openly to one another at work, which I think can be really hard. Thank you so much for Anil for convening us. I look forward to whatever happens here.
Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, everybody, for coming, joining, sharing. I'll stop this part of the program and stop the recording.